Are you able to hear me right now? Welcome, Sublunar. I think it was just the earbuds. It's not a bad thing to have spirituality as long as it's in balance. Grand Rising, welcome in. We all find our path to ourself in our own special way. Thank you. I appreciate your compliment. Thank you. The sweater came from the Awakening You channel, as the channel that I'm always talking about from Archangel Michael. So I just ordered it, and it says Saint Michael, and then it says defend us in battle. Because you know how on the channel they're always talking about the blue cloak of light, how I'm always saying the blue cloak of light. So I thought about, I just bought the blue t-shirt or the sweater that was on the channel as a physical representation. Welcome, Sky. Welcome, Sophia. I think I should move the camera back a little bit. I know I had one more of the crystal. Oh, there it is. This one. Oops. I guess I wasn't holding it tight enough. There. It's not the right shape. I guess I'll just hold it like this. Just in time. I finally decided to change out my phone. I think that's what helped with my. I don't feel the AI as much in this phone because it's an older phone. Honestly, I have no idea what you're saying. I will have to read this over. I do not do readings on people. No, it is a true stone. You can tell by the vibration. If you were to grab a piece of plastic, it does not emanate. Oops, my bad. Plastic does not emanate any energy. I would say it's dead. It's not dead, but it's still consciousness, but it doesn't have that feeling. So with plastic, when I grab it, it feels like my energy fills it up almost. So like it was empty. If there was energy coming out of my hand, when I grab the plastic, the energy flows into it. But when you grab a crystal, you feel the energy flowing into you. So it flows, then it stops. Namaste. The best way I can say the energy that I am talking about, you know that feeling when someone that you care for comes near you and you feel like their presence. I say the type of energy I'm speaking with is you feel their presence near you and how you can sense them. But anyway, it is best to do your own research on it. I cannot explain it into words. I can speak of energy all day, but if the person is not truly want to know or understand with their heart, then it would just be words in the wind. So let me stop trying to explain things and focus on Reiki. Thank you. I say most people already know what energy is. It's just they doubt themselves when they sense it and they write it off as something that's not real. But we all use energy. We all know what it feels like. I say whenever someone asks what is energy, it's your emotions. I say if you're able to feel emotions, then you know what energy feels like. Because emotions is just energy in motion. I am trying. I will do some research onto it. What I'm doing right here, or what I'm seeing or feeling, there's almost like a gauge within yourself that shows you where your vibration's at. Sometimes it goes down and sometimes it goes up. What you can visualize is imagine like a little switch, and as you move the switch up, your vibration goes up with the switch. And then usually how I'm seeing it is from my left side, so the switch it goes up, and the more you move up, the more the energy streams start to open on the crown chakra. So let's move it up. This is all in visualization. So what I'm doing right now is going to a small period of stillness, and it's almost like bring all conscious awareness to the center of your being. And when I mean center of your being, what you can do is move your awareness to the middle of your body and then slowly move up, but try to stay center in the middle of your body. The easiest way to do that is just by focusing on your spine, but focus on the inner part, not the back part of your spine, but the inner part of your spine, and then go up. I'm trying to be more positive, but it's hard. Ashamed. I'm trying to be more positive, but it is hard. Be easy on yourself. You don't have to be perfect. all have our human moments when we slip. But as long as you recognize that, okay, that was something negative, but now how am I going to neutralize it? I'm going to neutralize it by being kind to another person that I see to balance it out. That's like the beginning stages of it is little steps. First, you recognize that your actions is not what you prefer, and then you slowly start to do the interchanges. That is a very, very large test, I would say, because how the universe tests you when you have something like that, it's testing. Um, I see like there's multiple options. So the first option is you have to work on the forgiveness procedure by visualizing your neighbors, and and then you visualize seeing them standing in front of you, and then you look at their higher self, and then you discuss um, what the issue is, like the problem you have with them, and then you start to ask um, how you can solve or cause this discord between the neighbors or whoever is causing the discord. And then you can ask Archangel Michael to sever the cords, because whenever you have like an issue with someone who's annoying you or something like that, there's usually a large energetic cord that's coming from like your solar plexus going into their solar plexus. So you guys kind of experience the same emotions at the same time. So when you do the forgiveness procedure, um, so here's like a quick way I can explain this. So imagine that this right here is the pure energetic cord, like the pure cord that's the cord that generally connects all humans together. And then around this cord has other chords that is not of unconditional love. So like fear, anger, hatred, all the other emotional spectrums. So you can see all the other emotions, different colors, but they're dark and they're all surrounded and coated around the main chord. So what you do is when you ask Archangel Michael to sever all the cords that are not of unconditional love, what happens is he cuts all the cords. So all the other cords that's around it, they get cut off, but the only one that's left remaining is just the pure white cord. So then what happens is when the person that gives you a whole bunch of like anger and resentment, or they're having like projecting all these emotions onto you, then what happens is, since you did the forgiveness procedure before and you can do it over and over and over and over and over again, the more you do it, what happens is you can look at the same person who gave you a whole bunch of anxiety and stress you out, but now when you look at them, you don't feel anything. You just see them. It's almost like they're like just another person, like a stranger to you. But at the same time, you still have like respect and love for just them being as a being. But all that past emotional triggers, you no longer become triggered from them. So you can look them right in the eye, but you won't have that feeling. Because sometimes, if you have a cord, is if you look at someone and the second you look at them, your heart goes like pain, like a whole bunch of pain. It's instant. That's how you know there's a cord. But once you remove the cord, and when you look at the same person who used to give you that feeling, you don't have that feeling anymore. And they know it too, because then they will stop bothering you, because and then every time they try to bother you, it will immediately go back to them, because you no longer have like a trauma. That's what they call a trauma bond. It's an energetic cord where every time you look at the person, you instantly get triggered. So you cut that cord. So then the only thing that's left is just the single white cord. hope I am able to explain this correctly. But this is just my observation from the people at my job, particularly a person at my job who's every day nonstop projecting their emotions nonstop. So, because every day I had to come into work and I was like, how am I going to solve this problem? Okay, you said I've been having blockages about. Wait, give me a sec. My mind is moving too fast. The moment I came on your channel, I felt something. I have been energy blocks. When I meditate, I don't feel anything until I go up your page. I see it as like I'm shining. This is the perfect example why I say you are healing yourself, because so what happens is the Reiki energy is like a flashlight, and so it's almost like I'm shining light, and then what happens is you become aware of everything that was in you the whole entire time as I'm shining the flashlight. Basically, my hands are shining the flashlight, and what happens is then you become aware of what was always inside you, but you just needed a little bit extra light to be able to see it. So then what happens is you identify where it's at, and your awareness is on it. So now you're aware of it. So then once I start doing the pulling, your awareness is already on. It's already attached to what you do not prefer. So when I do this action, you automatically set the intention to release it. So once you release it, I end up pulling it out. And what I do, once I received it, I transmute it into light and I send it to the creator. I hope I was able to explain it. It's all coming in really fast and then leaving in my head as fast as I say it. I'm glad, Jacob, that you're able to release these blockages, because how I see it is it's not really a blockage. It is something that you do not prefer that is trying to get away, but imagine that you're holding on to it. So like it's a low vibrational energy. It's not a blockage. It's trying to get away, but all you have to do is release it. It's like a balloon, and you're holding onto the string. You're holding the strings. So what you think is a blockage is actually what's trying to leave you. So all you have to do is just think about letting it go, because you're holding it. It's trying to run away from you. It's almost like when you have your inner radiance. Imagine like your shadows self, like you can call them demons, or I see them as just black egregores. They're like dark energy, but it's your creation. But once you start emanating light, it's trying to run away from you. But it's almost like you're holding it. So you just let it go. Let it go into light. Thank you. Because that brings me to like having people understand what what demons are. Because most people think, oh, it's a demon's something's coming attacking me, but all it is just when you look up the word, it is something that causes separation or disorder. So basically, all it is imagine if you have a whole bunch of negative thoughts throughout the day. Well, thoughts are consciousness. So basically, the more negative thoughts you have, you grow a dark energy, basically a little black hole. And what that, so now it's alive and it has its own awareness, but it's part of you. And so now it needs it needs more negative emotion so it can grow. So what it does is it goes next to you and then it pokes you. It constantly pokes you and irritate you so you can have a negative emotion. So then when a negative emotion comes out of you, imagine it it's like a bubble of water, and it slowly like comes out of you, dark energy. And then that little negative energy, it goes and eats it, and it gets bigger. And then it gets bigger, bigger, and bigger, and bigger. And then what it does, it sits on your shoulders, and then it sits like a giant. I wouldn't say a cat, but it's like literally like a dark energy that's like a pet, and it sits on your shoulders, and then your shoulders get heavy, and then it starts to affect your physical body. So then you start to see people, their chest and their shoulders go in back, and their shoulders go forward because it's sitting on their shoulders, causing weight dragging down. So what I do is I remove the backpacks and the weight off the shoulders. I'm like, just take them off the shoulders, transmute it into light, or ask my spiritual masters, can you remove this off my shoulders? And then when you move off the shoulders, you're out of nowhere, it feels like you're able to breathe again. You can breathe fully, deeply, you all the way in. Because sometimes when you breathe, it feels like there's a weight on your chest. Well, that weight is that energy. It's because it's squeezing you because it wants more. So what happens is right now is you feel like you're being squeezed because whenever there's like full moons or like a fifth dimensional portal opens, like sometimes we have energy portals that come in, and when an energy portal comes in, it opens up, and then a whole bunch of fifth dimensional energy flows into the third dimension. And then imagine um, we're all like in different stages of being gas or oil, like in a lava lamp. So when all this fifth dimensional energy flows in, it flows in and it fills up, and it fills up from our feet, and it goes up, 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 and it brings everything to the surface. So any shadow aspects, any fears that we was holding on to, they all get brought up to our conscious awareness, to our face, like right up in our face. So then we think we're freaking out. We think everything's happening bad, but what's really happening, it's the light is showing us, okay, time to select what you want to keep and what you want to leave. And how you decide that is when you see the fear, you're like, oh, it's just an illusion. Okay, I decide to let go of that balloon. So you let go of the balloon and that fear goes away. But if you fear it and you say, oh, my reality is getting worse, then you're pulling the balloon in closer. And then when you let go of the balloon, you let it go. Oh, I look at the clock, it says 51%. I appreciate it. It's all coming clearly. Really wanted to been saying this a long time. I finally put it into words. Finally put it into words. All the fifth dimensional energy flowing in. So right now, the next 2 weeks are about to be very, very intense because we're getting close to the 11/11 portal, and whenever a portal is about to open up, the energies intensify. So right now we're in the beginning stages of the portal opening. So you start to feel it. But before the portal start opening, you start to feel very light, like very happy, like the days start to become really, really peaceful and relaxed and still. It's because energetically there's a portal that opens up, and all the energy from the fifth dimension start to pour in, especially around this time since the veils are very, very thin. Veils are thin, so it's a lot easier to speak to your guardian angels and angels. So let me return back into doing this Reiki. Returning to center of being. So I'm moving to my solar plexus as a little yellow ball of light, moving into the solar plexus, into the back, all the way until I touch the back of the spine, the inner part. So if this was the front of your body, this is the back of your body. You move your awareness to your spine, but in the back, the back front. How can I explain this? This is the spine. This is your physical back, and this is the inner part. Move your awareness right here, and then move it up. Let's go. Move your awareness right here, and then move up. We're talking about visualization and fifth dimensional energy. and crystals are included. I love crystals. They're our helpers, but they're not the tools that will lead you to enlightenment. I don't understand that I don't understand that emotion. That emotion. I am finally breaking past my ego. I just removed one of the etheric masks that I was wearing. Thanks. That's- Yep, and we just had entered 2 o'clock, so just for the sacral chakra. Hmm. But unfortunately, today I have to get ready to go to work. But I am grateful for everyone who has joined me today in raising the vibration. But before I close this, I'm going to do a quick meditation for stillness, moving into the heart chakra. Thank you. I am grateful for your gratitude. Maybe when I charge my phone a little bit more, I'll be back on probably later on tonight once I get off work. So may your day or night be filled of light. May your heart be filled of light. May every step that you take throughout the day be clear from all obstacles. Namaste. I love all of you unconditionally.